Aloha and welcome to another episode of Cooking with All Stars. I'm Aunty Lei and I'm going to be showing you how to make stuffed cabbage. Here are the ingredients you're going to need for today. 1 pound of ground hamburger, 1 can of vegetable soup or ABC soup, 1 can of tomato soup, and 1 head of cabbage. You will also need some garlic salt or regular salt and a little bit of ground black pepper. So I take the head of cabbage and you're going to carefully take off the top layer and toss it, and then you're going to continue to peel off the heads of the cabbage. So I take the head of cabbage and I'm going to be careful with the knife, and I'm going to turn it so that I can cut out the center. You're going to take your knife and you're going to create like a triangle so that it's easier for you to peel your cabbage off. So I formed a little triangle and I'm going to take that out. So now that I've got the center cut in the triangle, then you're just going to pull out the center so that you can peel your leaves a little easier. In the end, to wrap your cabbage, you're going to need some toothpicks. Be sure to wash your cabbage before you cook with it. So I washed it and I put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, but I can see that it needs to go at least once more. I have my 1 pound of hamburger and I just added about half a teaspoon of garlic salt. You can use regular salt too. And I am going to add in a little bit of pepper too. And last, we're going to add in our can of vegetable soup. I'm going to add about half a can for 1 pound. If you are cooking for your family, you can use 1 can for about 2 to 3 pounds. And then you're going to take this and you're going to mix it well before you put it in the cabbage. Be sure to wash your cabbage well before you stick it in the microwave or boil it. So I did it in 10-second intervals in the microwave for about a minute. And this is how my cabbage came out. It's nice and wilted and soft and easy and bendable so that I can fold it when I am adding the meat. So now that we have our hamburger all mixed with our vegetable soup, we're going to add it to our cabbage. So I'm going to take a cabbage, I'm going to place it in my palm like this, and I'm going to add a spoonful of the hamburger mixture inside. Just like that. And you're going to take the 2 sides and you're going to bend it in towards the center and twist and fold at the same time so that you have a nice piece that looks like this. And I'm going to take a toothpick and I am going to place it in the center to hold down the bottom. And you can place 2 if you need to. I kind of poke down kind of bad, so I'm going to stick a second one in there so that I know that it's nice and held together. So you're going to take your baking dish or non-stick pot and you're going to add your tomato soup to the bottom so that you have a nice layer on the bottom. And you can add a little more if you need to. And be sure to add some to your pot if you're going to be using. So this is just an option. Either one is fine. If you stick it in the oven, you don't have to watch it as much. Now you're going to take the rest of your tomato soup and you're going to cover your cabbage so that when it cooks, it's also cooking the meat. And you're going to throw this in the oven at 350 and you're going to bake it for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. And you're going to bring this to a light boil and then you're going to cover it on low for about a half an hour, checking on it every 5 to 10 minutes. Now that I have a nice boil to my cabbage, I am going to cover it and turn it down low to simmer it for about a half an hour. So How you can check if your cabbage is done is to make sure that the meat is cooked all the way through. So I just took a knife and I cut the center to make sure that there wasn't any pink, and that's how you know it's done. And you put a little bit of soup with it and you serve it nice and hot. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen and making stuffed cabbage today. I hope to see you guys next time. Aloha!